Hi you guys, welcome to the channel V Travel Boss TV. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Hit the like button, comment, share, and subscribe please. Also hit the notification bell so you know when I upload. So today I wanted to bring a video to you today talking about grief, dealing with grief. And I would say for the past few years, several years, I've been dealing with different forms and types of grief. Okay. So to start the video, we've all, whether you haven't recently or some point in your life, you have dealt with grief. Okay. The many different types of grief, there are different types of grief that we can deal with, whether it's the grief of losing, a job. Many of us have lost a job, maybe, or you've been laid off a job. And I know recently a lot of people have been losing their jobs. So you go through a grieving process, even losing like our worldly possessions, like a house, a car. Right now, we in the part of the economy in this days and time where people not only losing their job, they're losing their possessions because they can no longer afford it or pay for it because they don't have the job. So you're losing different things. Okay, that's a form of grief. Then you have the grief, the loss of a relationship. Many people get, maybe getting a divorce, or your kids are going off to college, going off to school, and that, separation, you're grieving that. It's a form of grief. We don't like to talk about grief a lot or deal with grief. Some people, you're going through these situations. It's very important to go through the grieving process, whether long or short or whatever. Have you, grieve. Just don't grieve in a negative way under like using substances or in a negative way. Be positive about your grief. Yes, you may be hurting. Don't do nothing illegal. Okay, let's put that there. Disclaimer. Don't do anything illegal. So when you're going through these different types of grief, it's important to grieve. Don't just sweep it under a rug and just go on about your life. No, don't do that. Yes, life goes on, but take a moment, pause, a period of time, and grieve. Grieve. If you're losing a job, don't go, don't let your mind think negative, but try to find the positive. And losing a job, losing a car, because I'm gonna be honest, I have, lost one of my cars. And I went through a grieving process. It was not nice and it was hurtful that I've lost my car, but God has blessed me with another car. So I'm grateful for that. Possessions, they come and go, come and go. So go through that grieving process. And I would say just recently, um I'm gonna try not to cry, y'all. Just recently, dealing with the loss of a family member. It's a tough grief, dealing with that. And, it's okay to grieve. I say grieving is healthy. Because when you don't grieve, it's not healthy for you emotionally. I'm going to come back, y'all. Give me a second.
A few minutes later.
Grieving job loss. So several years ago, back in 2016, I was laid off from my job. Nationwide, many people from this company have been losing their jobs because the business has been closing down. I'm not sure if there are any more physical sites of this job. I'm not going to name the name of the job, but I worked at this job and it closed down. And I was at this job for almost 3 years. And so through that time frame, the 3 years that I was almost there, they have been hinting that it was going to close. And so with knowing that, I've been looking for other options because I'm like, okay, if this job goes, I got to find something else. So dealing with the loss of that job, at the time I didn't have a car, and I was in my early 20s, and I was like, oh my goodness, like this job was supposed to help me get my first car. It was supposed to help me do this and that, and I've been saving up, saving up, saving up, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So, a lot of people been with that company for years and years and years. That's all they know. And I felt sorry for them, but I worked up until the last day until they closed the doors. And I was like, oh. So now, they have now changed that place into several other businesses. But I dealt with that loss, losing a job. I never lost a job before. And that was like almost, I mean, I had a few jobs before then, here and there, like summer jobs and other jobs for a short period of time. But this was my first official job that I've been with for a long time, for a little while. And so losing that job, I was like, oh, what I'm going to do now? But it took, several months, but I found another job after that. So, losing a job is not the end of the world. Yes, you have bills. Yes, you have different things you have to take care of. I understand that, but don't allow that to take you under. Okay. We can't control the outside world. We can't control the economy. So don't allow that to shake you in a way where you can't get back to yourself. Don't do that. Don't get to a low. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And I know people saying people not gonna help, not gonna do this. But sometimes with this economy, it's okay to say, all right, just in case I lose my job, let me be prepared, and that's okay. But dealing with grief, deal with that. Take a moment, take a break, deal with it even before you go find another job. Take that, be in that moment, be in the moment, grieve that process, however long it may take. Not too long, but however long it may take, grieve it. Also, friendships. Growing up as a child, I would say elementary school, I had this best friend. She was a good friend to me. I went to her house, but she had, gatherings. I went there outside of, school. We hung out. But as we got older, life moves on. I moved away, then I moved back. And at that time, she had created more friends. So, you know, so yeah, so I grieved that friendship. I wonder what if we were still friends to this day. We cool or whatever, but I was like, what if we friends? So you grieve that, friendship. Sometimes people come in and out of your life for a short period of time. Grieve it. Um, relationships, relationships come, relationships end. It's life. It how it goes. Make sure you take that time to grieve it. Grieve the process. Don't allow it to overconsume you. All right, but take the time to grieve. Grieving is healthy. Grieving is good for you mentally, spiritually, and all those things. Also, like I said, grieving a family member. A few years ago, I grieved my best friend, well, another best friend from childhood, who we grew up together, who passed away suddenly from health issues. I just felt like I don't know. I felt like my world was probably gonna end. I'm like, what I'm gonna do without her? What I'm gonna do? Like we was like this. Like what we gonna do without? But it's life. It's life. And so I took that time to grieve, but I also knew that if I went full force into it to allow it, it would have overconsumed me. I wouldn't be able to function here today. You probably wouldn't see this channel today. So, and I'm still grieving it. Over time, it hits me here and there. I still grieve it. But at the same time, grieving different things. We all deal with grief. It's how you deal with it. I like to travel. I like to go to different events. That's how I, deal with grief or deal with different things to get my mind off things. Maybe you need to get a hobby or something. Find something to occupy your mind and your time. That's what you should do. That's how you grieve in a positive way. Um, don't just be depressed. I've been depressed before, and I don't like that feeling, but I know how to get myself out of depression. I pray a lot. I write a lot. Meditate, think, find different things to find joy within your life so you keep going. Don't just stop. Yes, they may have shut the doors on an opportunity that you no longer can do, but don't let it overconsume you. Yes, they may have put a foreclosure sign on your house, but you still got life. You still can move on. You still can go. Life is not over. It's worldly possessions. You can get another house. Um, Different things. Even we have to even children. I don't have any children, but children around me. As I watch children, they grieve also. They grieve also, and they're also watching you, seeing how you dealing with different situations. So be mindful of that. If they see you partying every night, going out doing this, letting your anger out on different things, they're gonna think that's okay, and that's how they're gonna take difficult situations. Because I seen my mama do it, or I see my dad do it. I see aunt, grandma, grandpa. That's how they approach situations. So they're gonna grow up and do the same thing. So let's be mindful how we grieve, but grieve. Okay, dealing with grief is never easy. I'm not even gonna tell you that. I'm not even gonna tell you it's easy. It is not. But finding the right resources, whatever resources you have in your area, there's a lot of support groups. There's different things, you can seek out. But try to find a positive outlook and things on it. Grieving is never easy. We know that. We all grieve. Like I said, just grieving the loss of a family member, never easy. Also, um, I would say people I know from my community over the past few years who has lost their life for various reasons. I kind of grieved that also, you know. I believe I went through a period of time where I grieved that. It's like a lot of loss going on. Every day you turn the TV on, every day you turn on your devices, every day you on social media, you hear about this tragedy, this situation, this over here, this over there. It's like, okay, it's a little too much. But we living in a day and time now where we can't control everything, but don't let it consume you. Try to find the peace. I don't know if you believe in God or a higher being, but I'm a believer of Christ, Jesus Christ. And that's where my strength comes from. So whenever I'm going through something, I go to God. I talk to God. I pray to God. Because I know that He's going to help me get through whatever situation, whether big or small. He's going to help me get through that situation one way or another. Yes, I take that time. Just let me be in my moment. Let me just, disconnect from the world, disconnect from social media, disconnect from people around, and let me just be in that moment. But once that moment is done, get up, shake it off, move forward, keep going with your life, keep pushing, push on past it. There is a solution, there is joy, there is peace, there is happiness, there is hope outside of grief. I don't know what kind of grief you dealing with. Whatever grief you dealing with, you can get up, you can get through it, keep pushing. You're not by yourself. Find somebody, who you could lean on, who you could talk to. If there's no one, then you connect with God. Connect with God. I promise you, He hears you. He knows you. He knows the situation before you even go through it. I'm preaching to somebody right here today. I'm talking to you. This is not the end. It is not the end. I know that's not the normal type of content I put out, but it's okay. I just wanted to express myself today that about grief, how I'm dealing with grief, what I do to get through grief. What this person may do to get through grief is not the same as your neighbor, but find something outside what yourself. Maybe picking up a new hobby. I like to do different things. So sometimes I feel like I'm here and I'm there and I'm here and I'm there, but I try to find different things that I can connect with, and I keep myself busy. I keep going, because if not, you're gonna sit there and just dwell in it, and I don't want to dwell in it. So life goes on. Keep going. Don't give up. Like I said, this is Suicide Prevention Month awareness, bringing awareness to suicide. Like I said, I know a few people who have lost their life because of this, and it's never the answer. There's something else. There's hope outside of that. You have a reason to live. You have a reason to be here. God has a purpose for your life. Believe it or not, pray and ask Him to reveal whatever purpose it is for you for being here. Pray and ask God for that purpose on your life, because you have a purpose. If no one has told you, I love you, God love you, you have a purpose for your life. I want you here because you're here for a reason, okay? You need to be here for whatever reason that is. You're still here. So don't give up. We all go through tough moments. Life is not easy. We all going through. We're all going through something. But the way we deal with it, the way we deal with it is, another thing. It's never easy, but dealing with grief, yeah. I wasn't trying to make this video super long, and I apologize if it's super long because I'm just ranting. But I just had to get that out. And I've been prolonging this video for a little while now. But and I'm sorry to come on here and cry, but I just had to express that, get it out. We're all dealing with grief in some point in our life, So thank you for tuning in. There is hope outside of grief. And so thank you for watching. If this video has touched you in any way, please like it. If you feel like someone needs to, share it. Comment. Hit the like button, thank you, and the notification bell so you know when I upload my next adventure, which hopefully will be a little lighter than this video of grief, because we had to talk about this. I had to get it out. So now we can move on to, some other type of content videos. But thank you for watching, and I hope this video touched you. V Travel Boss TV. Thank you.